Disney's second quarter earnings beat on revenue and earnings per share, but Disney Plus subscribers fell short of expectations. We're going to talk about it all right now with Disney CEO Bob Chapek joining me from Burbank. So, Bob, it was a huge quarter for you. You reopened Disneyland finally. But I want to start on Disney Plus. Investors focusing in on this subscriber miss. What happened there?
Well, we met the expectations that we've set out for ourselves to hit the 230 to 260 million households that we guided to back in December. So far, this first two quarters of the year, we've added 30 million households to our Disney Plus subscriber base. So we're happy with where we ended up, and we think that we have a great road paved all the way to the guidance that we gave back in December.
So your Star International streaming service has been rolling out abroad. Curious how much that broadens the market for you and how many new signups you saw to Disney Plus as a result of that.
Well, our sign-up growth continues both domestically and internationally. And I have to say that we've now launched in a number of markets, I think 59 markets across the world, and we've not been disappointed yet in terms of the uptake of subscribers in each of those markets that we've grown. We've executed a little bit differently in each piece of the world, depending on what content rights we have and what the particular needs of the consumers and whether we have sports rights in those particular markets. But regardless of that diversity of how we've gone to market, we've been absolutely thrilled, both across our general entertainment platforms, which is the Star Plus platform, as well, our Star platform, as well as our Disney Plus platform. So very, very happy with it and the uptake across all markets.
Now, you ran the parks for many years, and we're hearing so much talk about a huge summer surge, a roaring 20s-like surge. How big a surge in summer demand are you expecting to see?
Well, we are really encouraged by what we're seeing in terms of not only current attendance, but forward bookings. And again, today with the CDC's guidance in terms of the relaxation of the mask requirement, we think it's again going to be a big catalyst for growth and actually being able to put the number of people in our parks that we're more accustomed to. So it's very, very positive. Our future bookings are looking really great. In Walt Disney World, in fact, they're already back up to fiscal year 19 levels, which is, of course, pre-pandemic. And that would be the greatest barometer of all, is that, at least in terms of the assurance that Disney's built up with their guests, that we're going to be able to operate responsibly and provide those magical experiences. They're thrilled to come back. There's a craving. I saw this on Main Street at Disneyland when we just recently opened up. There's a craving, not only for our guests, but our cast to come back and be part of this sort of social experience, to experience that magic with your friends and family. And so we're just glad to be able to bring people back to work and please our guests at the same time.
So, of course, as you mentioned, this big news from the CDC, but of course, we're still waiting for children to be vaccinated. Will you start letting employees go mask-free in the park, or, customers in general?
We're still digesting the guidance that was just given a few hours ago, but we think that's in the future for us, in the near future, in fact. And I think it's going to make for a much more comfortable experience this summer in the heat and humidity of Walt Disney World in Orlando.
Let's talk about Florida because, Florida has lifted all restrictions, and I'm curious how far away you are from 100% capacity there, and will you get to 100% before the end of the summer?
Well, as you know, there's a variety of guidance that we've taken since this pandemic started. We have national guidance from the CDC, health officials from the state, the governor of the state, local mayors, and everybody sort of comes to what seemingly is the same realization now over the last couple of weeks, that it's safe to reopen. It's people don't need to wear masks. Social distancing requirements are literally evaporating right before our eyes. And I think that gives us the ability to, create that community, that sense of community in our parks and bring back some of the experiences that unfortunately we've had to put a hold on, like parades and fireworks and meet and greets with our characters. And that's really part of the big Disney experience. And we're just thrilled that the CDC has come to this point, given the increase in vaccinations, the decline in case rates, and just the general sense that people are now willing to travel. And we see that consumer confidence in our research growing, whether it's a willingness to jump on a plane, but mostly to be able to come back to a Disney park and feel comfortable doing it.
Meantime, a new agreement with the MLB, 30 regular season games instead of 90, but the games will be simulcast on ESPN and ESPN Plus, as I understand it. Does this mean you're paying less, and does this speak to your focus and commitment to the bottom line quickly?
Well, what I will say is that the deal that we struck with the MLB is reflective of the great value that we're getting in terms of our ability to take higher profile games, more postseason games, the entire wild card series, and bring it to our guests across a variety of Disney platforms. And we've done it in a way that is very accretive to our shareholder value.